It's Wednesday, folks.
Man, this is gonna be a fun day.
During the show, it gets crazy in here.
Yeah, you break all the rules.
If you think you're laying around all summer, you got another thing coming.
I thought you were gonna lifeguard at the pool again. Dude, that job sucked.
All of these jobs suck.
The first order of business is to blame everything on the guy before me.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Tracy Morgan is coming home to Saturday Night Live as guest host on October 17th. The former SNL and 30 Rock cast member has been recuperating from injuries he suffered in a June 2014 crash that also killed a fellow comedian when their limousine was hit by a semi-truck on the New Jersey Turnpike. NBC on Monday also announced that on October 3rd, Miley Cyrus will return as host for a third time to kick off the 41st season of SNL. And on October 10th, Amy Schumer will make her hosting debut. Country star Miranda Lambert is pretty passionate about throwing dog adoption drives, and she says it gives her a little extra boost every time she does them. In fact, she said she gets a crazy high from doing it, and she gets psycho about it and can't stop.
I get a rush, like some kind of crazy high from doing an adoption drive, and I get psycho about it. I can't stop. I went the other day just to stop by and say hello. They came through and picked up 30 of our dogs from our shelter and took them to a more prominent place, a Walmart parking lot, and I stayed for 5 hours. I couldn't stop. I was like standing outside the door of the Walmart, holding black labs, like, come on, you need a dog. I have no pride, no shame. I will hawk a dog all day long.
All right, try and get your head around this one. Michael Jackson's children reportedly spend $4.3 million every year. According to court documents, the exorbitant expenses do include school tuition. However, a large portion of the funds are spent on trips, parties, and home renovations. Paris, Prince, and Prince Michael II are rumored to be worth nearly $1.5 billion. They will not have access to their late father's wealth until they turn 33, and they won't have full access to Michael's entire estate until they turn 40. Michael Jackson's estate is currently being held in trust, therefore all expenses must be reported through the court. Their yearly expenses include almost $1 million for staff and a private plane. Although $4.3 million is a lot, it's just over half the children's yearly allowance of $8 million. The classic 1971 Chevy Camaro of Papa John's CEO was stolen from a classic car show, but later recovered. He had posted a substantial reward. Well, actually, it was coupons. Stephen Colbert says he's glad to be rid of his ignorant, bombastic, uninformed, conservative character. Because, well, with Donald Trump around, it would just seem redundant. Still, with Trump, an analysis of the Donald speeches finds he uses vocabulary and sentence structure that's on a third-grade level. For example, the other day he called Governor Chris Christie a doo-doo head. Actress Kristen Stewart says she actually smiles a lot. She then proved it by thinking about sex with your husband. The Farmer's Almanac comes out next week, and it predicts a very bad winter. But then again, it also predicted huge success for the new Fantastic Four movie. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is upset over an uncomplimentary article about his company in the New York Times. Probably not a good idea to get on the bad side of a guy who commands his own squadron of drones. A Milwaukee Brewers player has become the first active, openly gay Major League Baseball player. Well, that's how much times have changed. In Babe Ruth's day, you would have had to explain to most Americans what you mean by gay. These days, you have to explain to most Americans what you mean by baseball. A new medical survey has found that the number one things new moms want is more sleep, just not when Bill Cosby is around. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of The Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out The Being Frank Show, starring Frank D'Angelo. Live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on NSS.